Last time, Marcy took us to the airport. Marcy has always provided us with a 5-star level of service.
We accidentally got upgraded to first class.
We had a long travel day getting back to St. Thomas and completed our trip with a nice ferry ride on the Bombacharga to Road Town Tortola. We had a nice dinner here. We unpacked, changed clothes, and did a quick walk around to check the condition of the boat before going to the Right Way Market for provisions. Well, here you are. I've been looking all over the store for you, and this is where I find you.
You can always find me in the wine aisle.
We take our provisions to the boat and put everything in the rightful place and get on to boat projects. We thought we were ready to go, and Georgia observed some water on the floor in the starboard forward bathroom. So sure enough, the macerator was leaking. While I'm working on the macerator, Georgia is cleaning up the outside of the boat. Here I'm disassembling the toilet and the toilet base. That's a knee pad from the dollar store, which is a knee saver. I highly recommend getting a few of those on the boat. Undoing the screws to remove the toilet base. Here I'm using a little awl to break the seal between the hose and the base so I can remove the hose. What you don't see here is that Georgia and I have been working non-stop on the boat, and I'm actually quite tired. The unexpected projects have caught me by surprise. I'm using a Turtle Wax white rubbing compound to clean up the gel coat before I remount the base of the toilet. The cushions need to be washed, so Georgia will flood them with water to wash out any chemicals or salt water. The breeze and the sunlight here in the BVI will dry them in a few hours. Alright, so this is how I'm spending my holiday on the boat. I'm actually completing the installation and tightening up the nuts. Originally thought it was the macerator, but you can see how this is all chewed up here, and I wasn't able to get an O-ring seal on there, so I think it was this that was failing, not the macerator. So anyways, we got a new macerator and a new base, and it's not leaking, and so another day on vacation. These folks got to untie the lines and cast off. Hopefully we will be right behind them. Flavored rums. You know,
Oh gosh.
it's not even that expensive actually.
No.
Just a few hundred yards from the boat, there is a smaller Right Way store. We went there to get a few items that we missed when we were provisioning previously.
We'll put it in the freezer if we have room.
We have dinner reservations at Quito's, and we're lucky tonight because Quito Rymer is going to be performing. So we're taking a taxi over the hill into King Garden Bay to have dinner at Quito's. The taxi ride from Road Town to King Garden Bay is quite scenic, quite steep, quite narrow, quite adventurous. Pretty cool.
It is, isn't it?
Our taxi dropped us off at Quito's. We walked down the road to Myett's, and the plan was to walk along the beach back to Quito's. Of course, I like to pet all the dogs, even the strays. We did in a few skiffs.
think we now know why the chicken crossed the road, to avoid getting run over.
Yeah,
A metaphor for life. When one door doesn't open, go find another one.
instructions.
Here, it's nice.
We had a great painkiller during happy hour at Myett, and now we're taking a walk down the beach to go to Quito's for dinner and entertainment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Isn't that nice?
There's the dinghy dock.
You just want to catch me on my phone.
Situations sweet my soul. Long as I live, I shall sing. I shall sing. As long as I live, as long as I live, I shall sing.
We are making our way back to the boat via taxi after a lovely dinner and entertainment by Quito Rymer. Thank you. I never really cared for the dot matrix look as it transitions from the line to the 450S, so I'm going to be removing the dot matrix and the 450S and replacing it with new graphics. The new graphics will get installed a little bit later, but for now, we are getting underway. Engines are running, navigation is on, we are ready to go. We've been at the dock for 3 days when we really only planned for 1 or 2, but now we're headed to Marina Cay for the night, and we'll come back tomorrow and fetch our guests. But in the meantime, we are off.
We're underway. We don't have boat speed. We got speed over ground, but this is the speed through the water not working. We got our boat speed back. It means the paddle wheel's turning. Got a fast ferry coming, so I slowed the boat speed down so they could pass in front of us.
We're on a mooring ball now at Marina Cay. It's a nice place to be. Launching the dinghy is really quite easy. I untie the bow and stern lines from Cabo. Ideally, I could have tied off the bow line at this point. These lines prevent the boat from swinging around when we are underway. The plug is installed. The davit lines are laid out. Both lines are run around the winch. The clutches are released while I have some tension on the lines to prevent the dinghy from dropping in an uncontrolled fashion. When both clutches are released, I lower the dinghy to the water. Here is where I retrieve the bow line and tie it off. I get into the dinghy and remove the dinghy lines from the dinghy. With the wind and current pushing the dinghy out, the dinghy lines are rather long now and will hang in the water. I pull them up to prevent the hardware from sitting in the water. Starting the engine is also very easy. Open the vent on the gas tank, squeeze the fuel ball until firm, pull the cord, and the engine starts. It's that easy. You may note that I'm pulling the pull cord with my left hand. That is to prevent from elbowing anybody that might be in the boat. We stopped at Marina Cay because we wanted to go ashore and see what was happening, but there were no trespassing signs everywhere, and clearly it was under construction, so we honored the no trespassing signs.
Look at how clear the water is.
Yeah. It's shallower, so this is as far as we're going to go.
Alright, we went in the wrong area and had to go back out and around to the other side of the marina so we could actually dock the dinghy. We were prepared to pay for the mooring ball, but we were told by the office staff that we needed to pay for it using boatyball.com. My phone was on Cabo, so we left to go back to the boat to get my phone, pay for the ball, and then we came back for a visit.
Hi. Quiet today.
Well, it was a little busier this morning.
Was it?
Yeah, just a little. Just a tad bit.
3 or 4 people.
I would say like 6. Like around 6.
Okay.
It's your first day over? Or?
No, we've been at the dock for a few days.
If it looks like we're laboring to get up the stairs, it is because we are. This is the first time we have gotten our feet wet in the warm sea since arriving.
Well, how's the water feel, hun? George and I just went for a swim, took a shower, and now it's lounge around time. Long overdue, but this is what it's all about, or what it's supposed to be. So during my swim, of course, I scraped the barnacles off the bottom of the keels, inspected the bottom, cleaned out the water strainers underneath from marine growth, No better place to do it than warm Caribbean waters.
The port and starboard side graphics are now installed. The Cabo name and 450S font now match. I like the look of the stripe extending almost the entire length of the boat. What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Our guests are arriving this afternoon, so we will make our way back to the dock today to receive our guests. Time to get underway. Navigation is now on. Engines are being started. Checking for cooling water discharge. Chart plotter is now active, and we're ready to go. Both engines forward to take the pressure off the lines. Starboard line is in. Port line is in.
Okay.
It's pretty big. I'm verifying our course, given that there's a reef right near Marina Cay. It's a touch and go situation. So we spent the night at Marina Cay, and now we're going back to Rohan to pick up our guests. They missed their flights because the plane had a flat tire. They will arrive today, God willing. So we're looking forward to welcoming them on board. Come back next time as we receive our guests, get some additional provisions, cast off to travel the British Virgin Islands. We appreciate your likes. Remember to subscribe and please leave a comment or a question. Thanks for watching and see you next time.